Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens. Baby, listen, how your day been? How you doing? I hope you taking all of this in. Welcome to Wine La Vie with Keisha, ShonGee Johnson. Thank you so much for tuning in. When I tell you we have a great, phenomenal show tonight, I hope that you have enjoyed your day. I hope that you've had an opportunity to get some self-care in, some self-reflection in, do something for yourself. Okay, this is definitely what this podcast is all about. Just kind of just winding down, just kind of, just taking it easy, relaxing, enjoying your day where you can just be free to be yourself. We do so much for our kids. We do so much for our employers. We do so much in our businesses. We do so much for other people. What have you done for yourself today? I hope you can say that you've done something for yourself today. I hope you can actually say that you told someone that you love them, that you care about them, that you're here for them anytime that they would need you. It's so many people out here that's struggling. It's so many people that's going through, and they're going through in silence. So tonight, you don't have to go through in silence. You don't have to be by yourself. Honey, ShonGee, Keisha Johnson, we here. Wine La Vie, baby. It's time to relax, shake the dust. Okay, let me tell you something. Tonight, the wine that I am featuring tonight is Ceres California Starlight. This particular wine right here, you see the beautiful lady elegance on the wine bottle, right? That's what we are. We are elegant. Everything that we do is elegant. Everything that we do is with class. Okay, so this particular wine tonight, baby, is featuring alcohol content 12.5. Okay, this wine right here has a 5 bright, complex, great varietal stars from supernova fragrance of sweetness. The smell tonight is gonna be juicy, fruity. Okay, you will have a nose for grapefruit. You will have pear, apple, and also you will smell lemon. Listen, I am a girl boss. Hashtag girl boss, right? So let me smell that for you. That smells good. It smells wonderful. It smells very, very sweet. This is a sweet white wine. Okay, this is meant to be served chilled. The aging grapes is 3 years. Let me test it out for you a little bit. That's good. I'm gonna enjoy that later. Okay, so this particular wine is paired with chicken, seafood, Mexican, vegetable, medley, paired with cheeses, Monterey Jack, and Colby. Tonight, I have featured for you. I put a little spread together, okay? Right here, we got the apples and peaches, okay? If you can see that, apples and peaches, that's going to go good with that sweetness. We got a little garlic hummus, okay? And paired with some organic blue chips to eat with the hummus. But what I love, OMG, I hope y'all are ready for this. I put all this together with, this is a vegetable veggie taco on corn tortilla. And in this particular vegetable taco, it has pumpkin seed. It is kind of tossed with a little bit of buffalo garlic sauce. Also, it has a little bit of spread of sriracha sauce on top, and drizzled and coated with a little bit of cut up radishes to kind of give it a little to it. I can't wait to enjoy that tonight. So when I tell you tonight, I'm so enjoying tonight. It's going to be a great night tonight. This featured business entrepreneur, when I tell you she has blazed, let me say it one more time, blaze the mentoring, coaching, self-development, When I tell you she has blazed this trail, teaching women how to be all that they can be, to be their best selves. When I tell you this phenomenal speaker, entrepreneur, mentor, coach, let me show you something right here. You got to actually, if y'all can see this is a vision board, okay? It's a vision collection. That right there, I did that board many, many years ago. And on this particular board, right, it says, I can, spring, because at the time I was in college. I was on my way there to graduate, right? So I was graduating spring of 2019, but I already put spring up there to keep my mind fresh. It says that I'm a dream catcher, right? It says that I'm growing into hope. It also says truth and cherishing who I am, cherishing the good times, laugh often. Imagination is a powerful thing. Loyalty. If anybody know me, know Keisha ShonGee Johnson, I am a loyal friend, a loyal daughter, a loyal companion, a loyal wife, a loyal mother. Okay, I'm gonna give all that I got into everything that I do. Okay, also it says dream the impossible, right? And it says never give up. It also says the simple life, right? Will you marry me? And I have a picture of a man and a woman, right? That's saying he's asking her, will you marry me? You know what? You got to speak and put it in your vision, write the vision, make it plain. You got to ask God for what it is that you want, what you desire, what your heart desire. Okay. So will you marry me? I already was asking God, listen, I desire to have a soulmate. I desire to be married again after 20 years of a failed marriage, my very first marriage, right? So I desire to have that, right? Then I also have enjoy and live, right? When we live, you got to enjoy that thing. You just can't live. It goes hand in hand, right? Like peanut butter and jelly. It goes hand in hand. You got to enjoy your life. And if your life is not where it needs to be, do something about it. Change the game, change your surroundings, change your atmosphere, change the one that you're trying to enjoy if that person is not giving you any pleasure, right? Then it also says execute. I am an executor. Love, romance, right? Then it says encouragement, dedication, love, live life, and be faithful doing it. Right here, as you can see, it says laugh as often as possible. I am beautiful, right? So this was my vision board that I created years ago in a program that had completely changed my life, changed the way I think, changed who I am as a woman, as a mother, as a sister, as a daughter, as a friend, right? It has completely changed how I see business, what I need to do to develop other businesses, how I'm going to birth it. When I tell you, my featured business entrepreneur tonight is none other. Let me give you a little introduction about Miss Hood. Matter of fact, Miss Kathy Hood, Miss Dean Kathy, what we like to call her, okay, is an award-winning founder and CEO of Marvelous Light Empowerment Association, MLEA. Okay, a nonprofit organization dedicated to changing the lives of families, individuals, and providing the tools and resources necessary to grow and develop physically, mentally, spiritually, financially through the merit of services, forums, trainings, workshops. Ordained to the office of the prophet in April 2023. Kathy is also certified gift coach and a co-author of the book Kiss Destiny Fears Goodbye. Also, under the umbrella of the MLEA, Kathy has established a number of outstanding programs, amongst them the Woman University Brave Girls Trade. Both programs were created to provide services, educational opportunities, resources to equip women to become community leaders, financially independent and free. We all like freedom, right? And business owners through creative, supportive global networks. She is a devoted and committed and empowering and developing women, business owners, and leaders in her community throughout the country. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you, I hope you're ready for tonight. I got a bad sister, a bad coach, a bad mentor. When I tell you this mentor, this is why ShonGee Enterprises is in existence. This is the reason why I am who I am. When I tell you this mentor, this coach, I salute this queen 2 times. You understand? Because she made me who I am. She poured into my love tank. You understand what I'm saying? 2017. This sister, none other, Miss D. Welcome, Dean. I'm so happy to have you. How you doing, beautiful?
I am amazing, girl. That was beautiful. That was awesome. That's the best intro I have had. Okay, introduction that I have ever had. Thank you so much, Keisha.
Yes.
You have been such a joy, to know, girl. And so I'm just excited about today. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Listen, thank you, Dean. Thank you, Dean, for pouring into me years ago. Thank you for seeing the vision, seeing it in me. When I tell you this queen right here, when I say this coach right here, she will push you and stretch you wide and stretch you thin. And baby, when I thought all my locks was about to fall out of my head, baby, she said, "Oh, okay, you got one more left. Okay, I want that one too." Okay.
And knowing you were just gonna be just fine, baby. You were just fine. Amazing, girl.
When I tell you, Woman University, that was everything. That was everything. And you remember, Dean, how I was so afraid. I'm so used to making things happen from behind scenes,
Yep.
right? Right. And I was so afraid. When I tell you this program has been life changing and getting me out of my comfort zone, right? So when I tell you, I have really, truly been surrounded by a number of mentors and coaches that's just like, "Keisha, I see it in you. I believe in you. You got this. You got this. Don't stop. Don't quit." So I just really personally, you very close to my heart. When I tell you, when I graduated spring 2017 at Emory School of Business, Woman University, that day, oh my God, it has been nothing but going forward.
Yes.
Ever since.
Girl, no, that is so awesome, Keisha. Yeah, I absolutely love building up women. I'm all things women. I will help anybody, male, female, cat, dog, little boy, little girl, whoever will allow me to pour into them and empower them, because that's what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, my organization is called Marvelous Light Empowerment Association.
Right.
And so that's what I've been doing all my life. And when I recognized that, when I discovered my gifts, hence how I became a certified gift coach. I just took off. Off and just, being free to be me. And I said that this is the missing piece to everybody, because what I do realize is that so many people, they have gifts and talents, and they have passion, and they want to do and have and be, but that they were missing that piece of understanding how they're wired and how they're gifted in order for them to be able to operate in their what we call our superpowers.
Right.
And that's the piece. I don't care what nobody says. If you have never, anybody that's under the sound of our voices right now, if you have never discovered your gifts, get it done. Get it done, because that's going to be set the foundation, and what helps you to do just what you're doing right now. Because I was listening to your producer, and she was just saying, how you're so easy to talk to, how you smooth conversations and things like that. And so I believe that's one of our gifts that we share, because honey, we can conversate, all right, and we can have great conversations. But because so many people go in with passion. And so what we want to do is bring that passion to life. And so people want to go from 0 or from 1 to 2,000.
Right.
They don't know that all those other steps that they left behind, each one of them have a timeline. You know what I'm saying? And so does it take all of this? And that's why Keisha said I took every lock she had. Yes, it take that and then some, because what we do with just the basics. So when you get out here in this world, you can at least be, not like overpowered or overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? You at least have some sense of direction, and also that you can operate in your strengths and not be so concerned and worried about operating in your weaknesses. So
right. And I remember my strengths were, my number one was compassion.
Yeah.
So compassion, giver, and perceiver. And so I remember those gifts, and it taught me and showed me why I operate the way that I do.
Absolutely.
And I was like, it's not a bad thing. And I'm like, okay, I love everybody. I try to, I want somebody to treat me how I treat them. But, sometimes compassionate, skill sets, people take advantage of that. Because they're like, okay, they'll take your kindness as a weakness.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what? And when you say that you want people to treat you the way that you treat them, but once you understand these giftings, right? Once you understand the gifts, we don't really worry about that place of being offended anymore, because of the fact that we understand what their gifts are. So, one of my gifts is perceiver. So I speak up, whatever comes up, comes out. But what I did have to learn was how to deliver that, because you still gonna get the truth. It's still got to come out, Keisha. I still got to say it, but I had to learn how to deliver it. And so, but understanding that people won't treat you like you want to be treated all the time. And because of the fact that they don't know what we know, right? And because we're all wired and gifted differently. But when we take the responsibility of understanding that, we don't worry about it. We don't worry about it, because you just be good and comfortable and authentic and doing Keisha. So you could be Keisha, and they can't do nothing but, respect that. And then as they begin to, recognize, you're going to operate in who you are, you will get the same type of treatment in the long run.
When I tell you, listen, spoken like a champ, I promise you, Dean, I am, so honored to have you on the show tonight. When I say, when you have mentors and coaches that pour into you, and when I tell you, this queen right here, she came to my graduation. She's seen me graduate and walk across that stage. Yes. And when I tell you, I was so honored, like my dean is here. Oh my goodness, And so I love you for that. I look at that video over and over and over, and I just think about how much it takes a village, Dean. It takes a village. It's not just for children, it's for adults too. It's for adults.
But they just call it sisterhood. You know what I'm saying?
Sisterhood and brotherhood, right?
Okay. And so we look at it, that's what I loved about, and what I still love today about Woman University is the fact that I don't care, we've seen each other in 100 years.
Right.
But when we have that one time a year that the alumni get together, we are so happy to see each other And it's just like we pick right up from, yesteryear. So yeah, so no, we build relationships and we build family. So it's good.
It's always so good to fellowship. And just off the top of your head, Dean, do you know how many businesses that you done helped to birth? Ooh, so it's a lot, Dean.
I know, right? I know. And so, and the one thing I love about it, during the time, so when we first started Woman University, actually it started before 2012, but we just put it on paper for 2012 when I introduced it to the world, because I was doing it personally, and I always wanted to, just keep it simple and so we can be impactful, intimate with the people that we bring into the fold. And the largest group that we had at a time, so 2012 up to now is 12 years. And so we celebrated 10 years, when the world shut down, 2010. So you might as well just say from 2012, so like 8 years, we were able to operate. And so when we did, I don't even know, I'd be like over 100 businesses I know, and so it is just so awesome to see where everybody just took off, and again, we talk about how, the women came in with not knowing what they wanted to do. Some came in knowing what they wanted to do. So we enhanced it. They took off. The ones who didn't know, we helped them get it all out of their head, the discovery. First, it started off with you discovering who you are, and how you're wired, how you operate, how you can, begin to work with other people and how you can build your team through the gifts. And then we designed what that looked like. We was like, dream big, just dream big. And we're gonna pull back and we're gonna create the roadmap on how you're gonna get to that big picture. And we were like, don't be afraid, don't be scared, like just put it all out there. And so then just to dare you to introduce you guys to our first Dream Tank panel when you present your presentation of what you just discovered and designed. And so we had several businesses, and some of these ladies have gone international with their businesses. I can't even begin to. I'm just so proud of everybody, and just the different things that they're doing with, our national corporations and organizations, and just things that you all are doing, and just out here doing your thing. I love it. I love it.
When I tell you, listen, it has been a journey, like I said, I did not get here by myself, and beautiful queens like yourself have poured into me. I want to know, you're pouring and your love, your knowledge, your wisdom into all of us to create businesses and birth, entrepreneurship and everything. Who influenced you?
Ooh, that is a great question. Let me tell you, I spent so much time working in the background. Until I discovered my gifts. And so I wouldn't at first, people trying to tell me to come out of my comfort zone, you know what I'm saying, and get out in front, because my gift says that you should be speaking, you should be mentoring. And so for a long time, it took me a while, but my business, Woman University, was definitely spirit inspired by the Lord. Okay. It was inspired by God. And then he has several women in my life that actually, supported me, that encouraged me. And I can say two people that I can, speak from. Well, yeah, two people I can literally just mention right now. And one is Diane Matthews. She is the president and CEO of this Greater South Fulton Chamber of Commerce. And so at the time we were working for the government, where I was working for a commissioner at the time. And when I tell you, she really poured into me, she stretched me, she allowed me to be me, once she figured out what all I could do and and what I was capable of, she really, I would say that Diane is really my first mentor. And so she just had so much faith in the things that I could do. And then on the opposite side, so she was like my mentor from a business perspective, you know, from the corporate side, and just from a spiritual side, and just having some guidance. And you know, when those days when I felt like I didn't want to do it, I wanted to give up and change my mind, and when things that weren't going the way that I felt like they were supposed to go, you know, was Carolyn. Well, her name is Carolyn Smith now. You know, we call her Mama C.
Mama C.
So she was the one that held me down on the opposite side. So I had these two strong women that were actually holding me down. You hear me?
Right.
They would never, they encouraged me to the max. And just like, you know, the reason why these things are happening in your life right now is because you have been called to this place. You know, it's a calling. So to help women and to do that. So yeah, I would say those two women were very instrumental in helping me to get to where I am today.
And you know, that is beautiful, Dean, because Mama C, when I tell you, you know, she the mama of everybody. Okay, she the mama of everybody. You are her daughter, whether you know it or not. She didn't birth you, but she your mama. Okay,
no, she my mama, girl.
She your mama, right? And so great respect for Mama C. I remember my story where, you know, we all go through, we all have challenges,
right?
And we have ups and downs and roller coasters and everything like that, but we don't stop, we don't quit, right?
And we won't let you.
Right, you won't.
And we're like, girl, we got this, we in this together. You hear me? That is not in my vocabulary. I'm sorry. That's why I tell people it is not. How we see those things as possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but go ahead. I'm sorry, sweetie.
No. I was gonna say, like, I remember, you know, just my story with Mama C, where my car was going through all kind of trouble and needing engines, and I was like, God, what am I gonna do? You know, how am I gonna get to work? Oh my goodness. Mama C was like, I will let you rent my car for 2 weeks. You understand me?
I understand, baby.
Who is gonna do that? Do you know how much it would have cost me to rent a car for 2 weeks? And I was seriously struggling, and I was on a budget. You understand what I'm saying? People don't even know at that time I was staying with my parents. Okay, I need to move back home, right? People have no idea. Okay, so when I tell you, I don't look like what I have been through. And baby, that's going to be a whole nother project that's coming up, Dean. But when I tell you, listen, I was struggling. I was working. I'm like, okay, I'm purpose driven. I'm focused. I'm not a lazy woman. You know, I'm out here trying to get it. I'm up here trying to make sure that, you know, I can provide for myself. And I had my children. When I tell you, people have no idea I had moved back home and didn't even have a car. And Mama C said, you know what? Come on over here, baby, and come on and get this car. And come on and make sure you can get back into and from work. And when you get your car, and I bought a car within 2 weeks. Bought a car within 2 weeks. Took Mama C back her car, filled up the tank, baby. But when I tell you, that's the power of relationships.
Absolutely.
Not burning relationships, having good, positive relationships. How important has that been for you, having good, positive relationships?
That's the story of my life. I don't know how to do anything else but build relationships. And that's the thing. And so now that's the funny part. Like Mama C, when I first met her, she was standoffish, you know, didn't do all the hugging and stuff, but honey, it was me who was wrapping myself around her neck. Okay.
Right.
And so I think I take a lot of that again from my Heavenly Father, but also from my physical, you know, my biological father. Girl, we don't meet strangers. My gift is an exhorter. Exhorters love people. I never understood why I love people so much. Even growing up, you know, as a youngster, as a teenager, as a young adult, and people just didn't understand, you know, how I could just, you know, build a relationship and get people to do what I need for them to do, you know. And but if the thing is, it was just always, for me, it's always got to be a win-win. You know what I'm saying? Now, favor is favor. Favor is favor. But when I need something and I need for somebody to do something, or if I'm working on a project and, you know, and just getting people to collaborate, and I love collaboration because I love people. I love working together. And so it's very important in my life. And people don't understand that relationships are important, and what type of relationships you have. And once you discover these gifts, y'all, it's 7 gifts. Once you discover your gifts, you'll know how to manage those relationships. You understand? And so not just manage them, you'll just know who you should be in relationship with, who you should not be in relationship with. And you know what I'm saying? So that is a thing, y'all. That is a thing. Some people you just can't be in relationship with. I'm saying whether it's friendship, whatever. Most people consider me, like, I've had so many people to introduce me as their best friend, and I didn't even, you know, realize it. Only because my gift says I know how to just, you know, if this, as far as we can go as being friends is on this screen, this is as far as I'm going to take it. I'm not going to try to push it. I'm not going to try to push myself on you. I'm not going to cross no boundaries. And that's how we stay connected. And that's how we stay respectful of each other. Right. And so relationships are major. It's a major part of success. I just tell you, it's a major part of success.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, you cannot, you know, one thing I know that my pastor said, he always used this quote, and he says, if you want to go fast, go alone. Right? Just get things done. You know, I don't have to ask nobody. I already know how to do it, you know. But if you want to go far, take a team.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
You want to go far, take a team. And when I tell you, that has literally stuck in my mind. Like, you know what? It takes a team. It took a team for this show. It took a team for the production. It took a team for management. It took a team for the concept. It took a team, right? Keisha did not do this all by herself, right? God gave me the vision, write the vision, make it plain. But guess what? I need a team so I can go far.
That's right. That's right. And so, and that's what we teach too, you know, inside of Woman University. And so it's new and improved because now we are relaunching. You know what I'm saying? I did not change a thing about Woman University. All I did was add to it, right?
Right.
Because it was such a success, and it's still what it even was. It is such a success in people's lives, you know, because I wasn't chasing the dollar.
Right.
I was actually, you know, I was more excited about y'all's vision than most people were about their own, because I was all on top of y'all. Let's get this thing done. Oh, this is going to be amazing. I would get excited to go bananas when y'all would be, yes. Graduation time when y'all had to present, just all of that as we saw it coming to life. And so what we've added to it is actually what we call Bestie Finder. Bestie Finder is a platform which will carry Woman University, because what I was trying to do, girl, because there's so many parts to this, bring it all into that I could, well, let me finish that statement. It's not so many parts, but it's major parts that need to be, you know, like that just to give alone could be a thing by itself. So, you know, we created Bestie Finder. And so in Bestie Finder, it's all about discovering your gifts, period. You know, because from a corporate standpoint, from a marriage standpoint, you know my story, how it changed my whole relationship. You know what I'm saying? Saved my marriage. All right. And then even girlfriends, best friends, when I'm saying that, shopping buddies, because everybody can't be the same thing for you. Your shopping buddy is not going to be your vision buddy. Now they may be excited for you. Oh, girl, yeah, I'll help you. But when it's time to come in and do the work, most of them might not want. They may start out. They may show up day one, maybe day two and a half.
Exactly.
And after that, they like, nah, this is not me. And so that's why you get there. And so that's why we've added the platform where we all can really hang out. So the platform of Bestie Finding Where Woman University will be housed. We still have our own, website, womanuniversity.net. You can go and read up on the program. But it's going to be like our own social media. It's our own community. And so we want people to come there and find out your gifts. And so guess what? You may come in there, you know what? I need somebody who can do this. I need an administrator, somebody who can. So you could go in there and search that person by that gift and find out all the people that sign up. I mean, that's in there, that has that gift. And then you can, friend them just like you do on Facebook or IG or whatever, follow them, friend them. And, and we have group chats with each gift. And all that good stuff. So it's just like a place where we can hang out and come to be specific and intentional on the things that we need to do for our business. Even if you are graduate. So we just added a Woman University alumni group. So we can get in there. So you could come in there. I want to get you set up. You could come in there and you could come holler at your girls, your god sisters. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm having an event. Blah, 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 da, 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 whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And actually message each one of them or all of us together. We have a little lounge where we hang out. Girl, it's amazing. It's just amazing. So it's so much.
You're doing phenomenal things, Dean Kathy. When I tell you, we are so appreciative of everything that you have done for us. When I tell you, it takes work-life balance. How are you, doing this work-life balance? You pouring into us. You got your own family, grandkids, children, husband, business. Like, how are you balancing it all?
Girl, that part, that's really the easy part for me. Now, I used to be out of control with that, right? Now, I used to be out of control because my gift as an administrator, we want to get in there, get that work done. I would work till the cows come home, work. I'll be up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, until I can get to where I felt like a stopping point. I was like, girl, you got to do better. You got to do better. And learning to time manage. You know what I'm saying? I had to manage my time better. And I reached out to people, like Dr. DJ, she went through Woman University. And she's killing the game out here. Okay. Doing everything, honey. Even outside of her time management diva. But so that work-life balance is really, I learned I had to put God first. It's a God first lifestyle. And everything follows after that, after him. My time. And so that's the thing about getting things in order. So we do have to, put things in a proper perspective, because the word tells us, to seek ye first the kingdom of God. So we have to seek him first, and then everything else will be added. And that's how I'm able to get things done, girl, because I seek the kingdom first. Okay.
Okay. When I tell you, and that's so important, because how I start my day, once I wake up, I'm already praying. If I'm praying in bed or got on my knees, I'm getting dressed with the word, the gospel, and it's so important to block your gates, your eye gates, your ear gates, your mouth gates. All of that plays a part in how you start your day. So you have to diffuse all of that negativity, right? And so
that's exactly right.
Yeah. Like, people don't realize what you take in, that determines how your day is going to flow.
Girl, so you know what? So I wake up in the morning and addressing and telling the Holy Spirit and everybody good morning, the Lord, the Father. And sometimes I wake up with a song in my heart, girl. So if it's a song in there, either I'm going to try to sing it, or I'm going to look for it, get my praise on first thing in the morning. But guess what? He is the last person that I address before I go to bed. And so just knowing that, I spend my time praying or reading the word or whatever before I go to bed at night. And that actually, you know, that covers that protection throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? Well, you can cover your those gates that you were talking about. So, yeah, I totally get it.
When I tell you, like, my day starts so early, sometimes I'm up, Dean, at 4:00 in the morning, and I probably by 6:30, I done already walked 3.5 miles, you know.
Ooh.
So, honey, listen, I'm trying to keep this body yada all the way together. You understand what I'm saying?
You need to bring your Dean out there with you then, girl. Look, girl.
I'm trying to keep it together, okay, honey, because listen, I might look all beautiful and fabulous, but baby, this body be like, girl, you know how old you
let
are.
me tell you something. Believe
what
me.
What you trying to do now? What you trying to do now, right?
What is your problem? That what mine be saying. Okay, what is your problem, girl? Get it together. You know I don't hit over the 60 mark, so.
Honey, and looking fabulous, baby, doing it, baby. You couldn't have told me nothing different. You understand? You're a bad mama jamma, baby.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much.
So since we talking about health and wellness, what do you do to stay looking so beautiful and so young, Dean? Because baby, you got it going on.
Girl, thank you. Look, I'm telling you, honey, fast. I fast and pray, baby. Fast and pray. I'm like, Lord, okay. But I changed my eating habits. I really did. Yes. And so, you know what? I didn't make no big hoopla about it. It wasn't no keto diet. It wasn't no diet this, no diet that. I just started clean eating. And that I made it a point to do that. And so, you know, the word tells us what is clean eating. And I'm learning every day. I'm learning every day. And so definitely, you know, adding more I've always loved vegetables, but just taking certain things out that I don't need on a regular, something I may have done every day, like sweets, like is ridiculous. So, you know, so when I went on a fast, we went on this 40-day fast, and girl, it helped curve that craving to want to have that. You know what I'm saying? And so, but just different things, like just clean eating, vegetables, you know, what I drink, I don't drink a whole lot of sodas anymore. Nowhere, girl, I don't even think I've had a soda in forever. Water, you know, juices and things like that. So just, that's it. Nothing special. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You know, and that's what I've been doing for probably maybe about 1.5 years. I stopped eating meat. So, the only meat, every now and then what I'll take in is fish, you know, little seafood, you know, little fish. And that's just to keep my protein numbers up. Right. Because your protein starts to lack of protein starts to break down your hair, your nails, everything starts breaking down. And I'm like, I got 11 years of growth in these locks, baby. What all Dean Kathy didn't take, I want to keep the rest, right?
Okay.
Right? So,
but it didn't kill you, it made you stronger, right?
It did make me very strong. You see these biceps, baby.
Okay, hello.
These biceps right here, baby. It made me strong, baby. No suckers over here, baby. I told him, hey, listen, I come from a lineage of strong women, strong women. So you got to pick another day or come at me another time if you're trying to come close to me, baby.
Okay.
But you
know,
awesome. I really have been doing this, you know, vegetarian and you know, only doing, you know, vegetables and beans and, you know, good healthy fats like avocados and stuff like that.
Me too.
But, you know, I have a problem. You know, at first I went vegan. Okay. First I went vegan. Then I started realizing I love cheese. That's my weakness.
I don't cheese. Like cheese.
See, I love cheese. And you just can't have sometimes a good, you know, veggie supreme with vegan cheese. Sometimes it just don't melt the same. It just don't work out the same, right? So so I eat just, you know, like I said, tonight I'm featuring, you know, the garlic hummus with the organic blue chips. I got
that
the
look
apple.
delicious.
Right. When I tell you, that's my snack. And that
Wow.
these little bitty portions right here, that's individually just for me, that fills me up. You know, these portions right here, it's just a little snack for me, but it's in moderation, right? It's in
Right.
moderation with, you know, how you eat, right?
That's right.
Clean, healthy eating, right? And then like I have these corn tortillas. They're vegan, well, veggie tacos, and it has pumpkin seed, it has radishes cut up, got a little parsley, cilantro, you
Wow.
know, little avocado. And so those things right there, it fills you up. So when I tell you, everybody was like, listen, girl, October, baby, what you gonna do? They just don't know, Dean. I'm about to hit the fire. The fire go.
And you talking about me,
Fire
that's
go, right?
yeah, honey.
What,
And you going in there fit, fine and fabulous, yeah.
I'm going in that mug kicking the dough down.
Down.
What's up? What's up? Okay, I'm here. Let's go. And I'm gonna run with the best of them because Queen, baby,
That's
you
it.
phenomenal. You looking good, bad to the bone, baby. You couldn't have told me, baby. You on a whole nother level, baby. In the I'm gonna say 06.
Okay.
Club, the 06. You understand what I'm saying?
I
Your skin
understand.
is flawless. You taking in that water. When I tell you, I take in like 64 ounces to a gallon of water a day.
Ooh, girl, I'm gonna be like you when I grow up. I'm working on that part, girl. For real.
Listen,
That's awesome.
I had to really put myself on a water challenge. So when it's moments like this, when it comes to Wine La Vie on Wednesdays, I can get me a little sip.
Yeah.
If I choose to, you know, because I done worked hard all week. I done drunk water, you know, no sodas and stuff like that. And, you know, trying to monitor my sweet intake and stuff like that, you know, because I'm really I'm a sweet head. I got a diabetical gene, honey. I get that from my daddy. But I'm a sweet head, Dean. I'm a sweet head. I love sweets, just like you. I love sweets. Love sweets. Yep. No, when I tell you what is next. So what's next for Woman University? What's next? Because I know that you're relaunching, you're adding some things. Let's go. Tell us all about it, Dean.
Okay, so Woman University, we're starting. So, you know, these young, let me tell you what brought me out of what I wasn't really in retirement, but, you know, we were working on taking Woman University online. And so just working on that. And so, but I met these young girls and they still trying to figure out their lives. They're all college students. Two of them are still in college, one is newly in college, one is halfway through, and one has graduated. And so I said, this is what I'm going to do for you guys to help you all figure out what it is that you want to do. Because so many times, you know, they're working on people, they build or they work on, their gifts, I mean their dream or their, you know, whatever it is, their business that they want to do according to somebody else. So I allowed them to have me to relaunch. And so, girl, just really working on what we have. We have an a woman a Woman University information session. We just had one last week, and so we're going to have another one on July the 24th. And so we're just seeing who's ready, because I am going to do things differently. You know, I used to chase people down to get their dreams together. Come on. And when I say chasing, that they get into the program, you know, they get excited enough, but they were struggling with the tenacity to stay, you know? Yes. And so because they didn't realize so much had to be put into building their dream. So we're launching, and our first class, our first cohort for 2024 is going to be August the 5th. And so we have a great special. So if you guys can join us July 24th at 7 p.m. for and I'll make sure I send you the link, Keisha, so that way that if they want to register, you can register to come. Just listen to the information. There's no obligation, because, you know, I'm not going to beg nobody to come show up for themselves and to build. But when you get there, see that we are genuine and we are, you know, ready to help you to, you know, take off. Because once you discover them gifts, you're gonna be ready to take off. And so introducing that. in our new community. So yeah, so we're excited. Also, we're going to be looking for Woman U ambassadors. So we're going to be pulling on our alumni, all the ladies that done graduated, to come in and talk to some of these ladies. You know what I'm saying?
And yes, so that when I tell you, listen, you let me know how I can be of service. I'm ready. I'm already. Sign me up, coach. Sign me up. I'm there. Put me on the team.
Okay. Awesome.
When I tell you, listen, like, it's a lot of people, like I said, a lot of ladies, and even with men, where their self-esteem has been tarnished. And I know that through this program, my self-esteem, my confidence just shot to the roof.
Yeah, it shot through the roof. Okay, not through it. It went through it. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what we encourage. And so, after every graduation we had from Woman University, the men was like, when you going to start something for the men? I said, well, I have to, maybe if I could partner with a guy sometime down the road, because, most men don't like to listen to women. They may start off okay, but I was like, I don't have time for the power struggle. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all, but my focus is on women. And then with that, they can literally, encourage their husbands or, significant others or whatever. But yeah, so I'm super ready, to do this again. And so, yeah, we're excited.
I'm excited for you. I am excited for you. When I tell you, Dean, you are such a great aspiration, just inspiration, motivation, encouraging, soul, realist queen that I know, right? One of the realest queens that I know. And what would you tell an individual that is afraid? They have these business ideas, or they have the tenacity to want to start a business or birth a business. What would you tell them when they're stuck by fear? Because I know your book is saying goodbye to the fear.
Yeah, kissing them destiny fears goodbye. And so, and that would be discovering your gifts. Mm-hmm. So, I employ every single person that I meet to discover your gifts, because that's the only way you're going to tap into and embrace who you are. You're going to understand exactly why you think, why people say the things that you do, why people say the things that they say about you. And, for the people who walk around here thinking that they haven't been successful, yes, you have, because somebody else has used your gifts. Somebody else has used their gift to make their business successful. And so you can look at that business and you may be like, oh man, I wish I could. I wish I did. You did. And you can, because you did, right? Because you helped somebody else, because other people recognize your gifts. And so I would say, step outside of that comfort zone, and that really just know anybody. Everybody say I'm a life coach, and all these different coaches out here. You have to find the right person for you, because every coaching system or whatever is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And they may be trying to coach you from who they are and their experience. I'm coaching them from the perspective of how you were made, was part of your DNA, the way that God made you. So that's the thing. That's how they're going to get out of being scared, when we can help them to embrace and understand who they are and embrace it. And then we encourage you to walk in it.
Right. And when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, she will encourage you to walk in it, and she's not taking nothing less. So fear is not an option in Woman University. Fear, listen, you can
come in there with it. Look, you can come in there with it, but we're going to kick it out, okay? All right. It don't get to stay.
Right. Fear is not an option. And, a lot of times I even have to do self-reflection on myself, and continue to dream build, continue to dream big, think big, right? It's because sometimes, people say, oh, Keisha, you flawless. You just looking like you just got it all together. And They have no idea. Like, man, if you only knew.
People don't know the process, Keisha. They don't know the process. And so many people, when they get in and realize that there is a process behind looking good, being successful and all of that, when they get in there and they realize all the work that has to be done, then that really tells you, if you're ready for this, and be coachable for anybody. When they tell you that you're not ready, to go to that level, let's start from, I had to tell this to another young lady I met. You need to start from the very beginning, boo. I know you know your stuff, but there are some other things that go along with knowing your stuff.
Right.
And I was that person. I'm like, girl, somebody said, oh no, you need to do that. I was like, girl, we don't need to do all that, honey. And so that, I believe that's why I'm such an advocate for, yes, you do have to do all that. And let me show you how. You know what I'm saying? And we can get through this thing together, because you don't know it. You don't know what it is. And so when we can help you to, get when we design you, we get all what's on the inside out, so we can design that whole blueprint of where you're going. So, and what the business model is supposed to look like.
Right. Because, when I tell you, even Coach Vanessa Ware, like, it was so many times I was like, Coach, I got this going on. I got work. I got school. Oh, I got a project. Oh, I got this thesis. I got this paper. Oh, it's taking. And she was like, she looked at me with this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So how are we going to make this work?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so how are we going to make this work? Okay. So let me tell you, let's break this down.
Okay.
And I remember meeting with Coach Vanessa Ware at Chick-fil-A at the Dorff House, right? And she was like, okay, well, we about to put a plan together. So we about to do some time management. We about to break this down, and you're about to write down your priorities, what's going to come first, what's going to come second, and we're going to get this done. No, you're quitting school and not graduating. No, Kathy is not going to let you quit. Okay, I know you're licensed right now, but Kathy is not gonna let you quit. I'm not gonna let you quit. So, and she was looking at me just as pretty as she
so let's work it out.
Let's work it out. And it was like she wasn't taking no excuses. And I was like, she was like,
but even in that helps you to push past obstacles, right?
And guess what she said? Right. Guess what she said? She said, well, you want to quit? She said, you want to quit Woman University? You want to quit school? You want to quit this? You want to quit that? She said, you be the one to tell Kathy. You be the one to tell Dean. And guess what I said?
What?
Okay, now what you say about that plan? Now what? How we go do that again? Okay, all right. So what's my priority? Okay, so I got to. Okay, I'm gonna finish this, and then and I'm gonna go to this, and then Coach Vanessa said, okay, and then when you get all that done, then you come on and we go talk about the next thing. Go ahead and finish that part. Then we go talk about the next thing. So when she told
I love it.
You're gonna be the one. You be the one to tell Dean that you want to quit the program. And I did not want to face you because I already know what Dean Kathy was going to say and what she was going to do. And she was going to be looking at me just as pretty as Miss Coach Vanessa Ware was like, okay. I'm not hearing no excuses. You
that's what I
got the blood in you. I want that blood too.
Okay. Look, and so that's the thing. And so, Vanessa was a graduate. So a lot of our coaches were people who've gone through the program. And these were professional women, And again, so she saw what it did for her. And that's what I said. Right. We had women from all walks. And so I'm glad to hear. And I know a lot of people, when they came back, they were like, yeah, okay, you can say you're going to quit if you want to. That's not in our vocabulary around here.
Right.
You're going to go quit somebody else.
I did not want to face you. I did not want to face you. And you know what? That right there, that continuous pushing me, coaching me. I'm teachable and I'm coachable. I didn't know everything. And I was like, okay, how do I get this done? How do I get the next thing done? But your continuous push, and you were pushing me in love.
In love,
you know,
right?
you was
Because we
pushing
believed
me.
in you, you know?
Right,
Yeah.
right. And y'all probably believed in me more than I believed in myself. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I sit back, and when I'm doing my self-reflection and I'm walking these 3.5 miles, all I can say is thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you for allowing to put positive people in my life and have positive relationships.
That's so
when
awesome.
I tell you, it has been a pleasure. Dean, Kathy, you have graced this podcast tonight with your wisdom, your elegance, your poise, and just loving on me, loving on the people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm so grateful to you.
I
thank you. You are a big inspiration to me, and I could not have done none of this without you.
Amen. Thank you, Keisha. Girl, I'm so super proud. You know, I love me some you. And just look, and I'm just know that I'm proud all the way through and through. So thank you so much for this opportunity as well, and to get to hang out with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you definitely got to come back. Listen, honey, I invite my god sisters and Woman You and alumni. Listen, y'all come on and we're gonna have a good time.
That'll be good.
Dean, when I tell you, if there's anything you need for Wine La Vie, ShonGee Enterprises to do for Woman University, I'm there, hands down. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I appreciate that so much.
And once again, tell the people how they can connect with you.
You guys can find me at Kathy Hood Empowers on Facebook and IG. So I don't think I'm LinkedIn. So I do have a LinkedIn account, but girl, other people handle that stuff for me. Like, what am I? But mainly where I am is on Facebook and IG. So Kathy Hood Empowers. But you can also go to Woman University, and it's Woman, WOMAN, university.net to find out about the program. All right. And we would love to have you to join us for our first cohort. Since my last graduating class was, I think, 21. So yeah.
Yes. So Queen, listen, it's time to come on back and relaunch, honey. You know we weren't gonna let you stay in retirement too long.
I know, right?
Baby, so many lost souls and so many women that need you. Listen, come on.
Okay, I'm coming, girl. I'm coming. Okay.
Come on. Well, I have enjoyed you tonight. I hope you've had a lot of fun. Thank you for the wisdom and the encouragement. And until the next time, listen, we go toast this thing on out, Queen.
All right, girl.
Listen, to Woman University, to my dean, Kathy Hood. You have been an inspiration. I wish you nothing but peace and blessings abundantly.
Ooh, thank you. I receive it.
Cheers.
Cheers.